All right, we're going to learn a stress reduction technique of diaphragmatic breathing. Specifically, there's boxed breathing and then there's 4-6 breathing. We'll learn both of them. They're really easy. And what I love is that I call them manual override because we can use them anytime, kind of like emotional first aid or stress reduction first aid. We can use them anytime in a jam, and they literally, it's an action that we can take to bring ourselves out of a stress activated state. So when we're stressed, we're in that sympathetic nervous system activation, kind of that fight or flight, where our system thinks it's needing to protect us in a crisis or survival situation, or that might not be the case. And so too much time in that state can cause health problems, including relapse for people with addiction problems. So this is a way that something we can use anytime if our brain is dumping all those stress chemicals and hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, or norepinephrine. It's a way that we can actually shift it so that it's starting to release the relax and chill chemicals instead. So it's literally a way where we can control the type of chemical release and hormone release that's going on in our brain just with our own intervention and quickly. So without further ado, diaphragmatic breathing really means breathing in a way that uses our whole diaphragm, our whole lungs, filling up all the way and letting it all out. And some ways of counting help to something that we can anchor onto. And there are ways to kind of like, it's like a protocol or a formula that works for doing this in a jam. So I always suggest that we practice when we don't need it, when we're not in a jam, because this way then we have more likely chance of being able to access it when we're in a jam and not thinking clearly. So a lot of times we can do them, whatever the breathing in and out is, we can do it in reps, like as though like lifters do. And we could do like reps of 10 or 20, practice when we don't need it. And the cool thing is it tends to make us feel calm and happy even if we're not in crisis. So it's just a cool thing we can do to benefit our health even if we're not in crisis or not super stressed. So the first is box breathing, and essentially what it is counting to 5 as you breathe in, then holding your breath for 5, then exhaling for 5 counts, and then holding for 5 on the exhale. And you're counting in your head, of course, not out loud. So what it might look like, and I'll invite you guys to do it with me right now, is breathe in now for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we just did 2 reps basically. We went all the way around the box, if you will, the up, the hold, the down, and the hold. We did 2 reps right there. So I'd invite you guys to practice, play with this, see how it works, see how it makes you feel. Do like reps of 10 to 20 on your own time and see how it feels. An alternative, and this is a go-to for me, I actually use it whenever I go to the dentist because the dentist is very stressful and I don't use nitrous anymore when I'm there, and I've gotten some gnarly work done in my time. And so I use this, sometimes I'll breathe this way through the whole session at the dentist. This one is the 6-4 breathing, and so it's another counting breathing, diaphragmatic breathing type, and it's a little simpler. It's essentially, it's called 4-6. Essentially, it's breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for a count of 6. And so if you want to try it with me, what that would look like is breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can, the same way goes. If you're practicing it, you can practice in reps of 10 or 20, and then try it out also when you're in a jam. Like I say, in a stressful situations of the dentist, that's a place where I make really good use of it. Also, times when I just get really upset. Something in life rubs me the wrong way. I find myself overwhelmed with emotions, which happens. It's life on life's terms. Maybe sometimes I'm in a place where it's not as preferable to take a break to have my emotions. If I'm with family or friends or a meeting of support group, then yeah, it's like, let my emotions come, let me have them. It's fine, even the bad ones, or not bad, but ones that might not be so comfortable. They still have their wisdom and their place to flow. But if I'm, say, at work and I'm working with a client and I get really activated, this is something that I can do, and I have done, that can help regulate me inside for now. So I'll just do those 4 breaths in and 6 breaths out, and I'll keep doing them as long as I need to, and really can't go wrong, and it can really make a difference. So that's the couple easy forms of diaphragmatic breathing for today. I hope that is helpful in some way. There are plenty more stress reduction techniques that go over in subsequent classes and tutorials, but for now I hope that that's of some a little nugget that's of some value. All right, take care.